A lot of Edmonton fans I know made the trip, Frankie, down to Vegas. If Edmonton were to get that 17th straight win, they would match the all-time record set by the Penguins back in '93. Connor McDavid, 26 points during the streak. First period, Oilers shorthanded. Ivan Barbashev turns it over. Oh, look who's 2-on-0, Frankie.
I cannot think of a more terrifying 2-on-0 duo to go up against if you're a goaltender in the NHL.
So it's McDavid and Leon hooking up. McDavid's 21st, 1-0 Oilers. And then 2 minutes to play in the first. Nick Waugh jams in the rebound.
That's Vegas hockey right there. Big bodies in front of the net, establishing body position.
So it's 1-1 now, 12.5 to go in the second. Oilers man advantage. Evan Bouchard, one-timer off the post. He's been great during this streak.
He has been great, and if he was at the All-Star game, he probably would have won the hardest shot.
I think you're right. A young Al McInnes. Midway through the second. Draisaitl to McDavid. Behind the net. Back to Draisaitl. Adin Hill, Frankie.
He was the story. It was a big story. Adin Hill, he's never out of it. Desperation saves. It might not always be pretty, but he finds a way to get it done.
Oilers outshot the Knights 18-6 in the second. Third period, Jonathan Marchessault, Chandler Stevenson. Vegas has the lead.
A little bit of a lost coverage here by Warren Fogle, and Chandler Stevenson is a player who doesn't get enough recognition. He's going to get paid this offseason.
Back come the Oilers 3-on-2. Draisaitl, one-timer. Hill is there. He had 30 saves in this one, as Frankie said. He was the difference. Final minute. Edmonton has pulled Stuart Skinner. Knights break out. William Karlsson will eventually put it into the empty net. Nice little toe drag there. That's it for the win streak. McDavid and the Oilers fall one win shot of tying the all-time record. It is their first loss since December the 19th. And you know, yes, the win streak came to an end at 16 games, but their coach, Chris Knobloch, said after the game, he wasn't unhappy with how they played in this one, but how were they not able to match that streak last night?
Adin Hill played great. He made a lot of big saves, and when you play the Vegas Golden Knights, sometimes the chances are going to be fewer and further between than you would actually like. So when the goaltender makes some saves for them, it's a big deal. But this was a tight-checking, playoff-style game right from the beginning. And when you think about those kinds of games, it's a slim margin for error. So you establish body positioning on one goal, Vegas gets that one. Then you miss a couple opportunities. It was an indication of what this is going to be like when these two teams probably do meet at some point in the playoffs. And for the Edmonton Oilers, they've come a long way this season, but it just goes to show you that the Vegas Golden Knights, without Eichel, without Theodore, without Carrier, some good players that really serve a purpose for that team, they're still just a little bit above where the Oilers are at. Now it's one game for the Oilers, and they've just won 16 in a row. You're not going to win every single game, but it was Adin Hill, and it's just a tight-checking game that the Edmonton Oilers weren't able to win.
Connor McDavid had a couple of great chances in the third. Mark Stone just so good defensively. The Oilers go nearly 7 weeks without dropping a single game. To you, Frankie, overall, we know this basically turned around their season, but what stood out to you for this team?
The best players are leading the charge defensively. They were able to win a number of games in different ways throughout this win streak that they may not have been well-equipped to win in the past. So that's a great sign for them. And I think it's very appropriate, Jay, that this win streak comes to an end against the Vegas Golden Knights, because you can win another game and it can just be another one and you think you're right where you want to be as a team. But to lose to Vegas with the players that they had out of the lineup, it serves as a good reminder as far as where the bar is and where the Edmonton Oilers are trying to get to. The Vegas Golden Knights are the Stanley Cup champions for a reason. They showed us exactly why they are the team that they are. And for the Edmonton Oilers, it's appropriate that you lose to them, because now you know where the bar is, and you're not fooling yourself, but you have an awareness of where the bar is.
And now, here's the good news for the Oilers. It's Super Bowl week. You could hang in Vegas for a couple of days, lick your wounds. And then the good news is you got to go into Anaheim on Friday and potentially start a new win streak. Because that's, all due respect to Anaheim, that's not a great Anaheim team.
No, and, for the Edmonton Oilers, it can't be going down now, right? You won all these games. It can't be an up and down kind of thing.